So we just watched the trailer for the new Focker-In-Law movie that's going to come out, I think, later this year or next year. Who really cares? Because no one's really going to watch it anyway. And I have some problems with this trailer. It's just not, something's very off about it. It's very cringe, and it's very sad because I actually like Meet the Parents, and I actually like Meet the Fockers. And Little Foxers is like a 4 out of 10, which is better than a 3 out of 10. So that's something. But like this trailer just gave me like, it's just not right. And it also goes against like some human nature properties that I think we should talk about today, because basically this trailer kind of represents where society is today, I think. If you want, we can show it.
Yeah,
we'll show you guys what we're talking about, like a little snippet here.
Yeah, I'll bring up the trailer. We'll watch it. We'll react to it. I guess it's a reaction. We're gonna watch it, and we'll show you what we mean, and then we'll explain a little bit more later.
Don't worry, I test all the potential new family members with this machine. Is your name Olivia Jones?
Yes.
You love Henry Focker?
Very much.
Do you have a positive impression of Henry's family so far?
I gotta say some of that.
Yeah.
Hello.
So already she's like pressing him against the wall, like in the old movies, like the guy would press a girl against the wall, like Rocky and shit. But this girl like is already taking on the masculine role, and Henry, I guess the kid of the main character played by Ben Stiller, is like kind of a bitch. But that's what most guys are in these movies today anyway. Like, once again, women don't like guys like that. They just don't. I mean, maybe they like them for like money or something, or like some emotional support. But then like they're just like, ew, friend zoned. But basically, I'm already getting bad vibes from this. But let's keep going.
Hey, the old machine. It's funny to be on the outside. Used to be in the hot seat.
Would you like to ask me some questions, Greg?
Okay, Olivia, do you think I hold Henry emotionally hostage?
I mean, yeah. You call him Wee Wee?
Wee wee!
What is that, like a joke about his Wee Wee?
Oh, nope, no jokes about Henry's little penis. I mean, not little. You probably have more up-to-date info on it. I haven't seen it for a while, so.
Dad, please stop talking.
All right.
See that? Okay, so that's another problem. Like, I mean, we're already going off here. Like, that's just weird.
Like,
to even like put
I mean, to be fair,
I know it's a comedy. I know. Fine.
To be fair, though, I'm pretty sure it was Meet the Fockers. Like, his parents in the movie like did something similar, but like it was better. I think
yeah,
that was.
This one is just more cringy. Like you just feel the cringe.
I feel the cringe in comparison to in Meet the Fockers, where I felt minimal cringe and more of just like, oh, but it's funny because those the actors that played his dad and his mom were great. They were great actors.
Yeah,
and the chemistry was really good, and I think the way that the jokes landed for that, because it's very similar. It's very the similarities there of the like the dad and the mom from Meet the Fockers saying something very similar to what the hell is his name? Gaylord Focker. Yeah. Whatever. Greg. Thank you, Greg.
I just don't think any dad would actually.
What he says like that, there is like it harkens back to it, which again is good for continuity purposes. However, the joke doesn't land. It just doesn't land, especially in the. I think it more or less because of the climate that we're in the social climate that we're in. It makes it more cringe, I think.
Yeah, it's even worse. Like let's cut the crap, but this is kind of weird. Anyway, let's continue.
What do you think of Olivia?
She's adorable, so smart. Good boy.
He likes you. With one sniff, dogs can tell more about a person's character than a human could.
You stepped inside with a vibe.
I don't know if you were aware, Greg, but when we first met, I didn't think you were good enough for my pancake.
Yeah, I didn't notice.
But Olivia's a powerhouse.
People underestimate me, but actually, I was an FBI hostage negotiator.
Oh.
Badass.
Here comes the airplane.
I pulled the strings of the hostage takers, like strategic, emotional puppetry. That's how I'm gonna free Henry from you, Greg. Oh my God.
What do we do? Oh my God, you baby birdie, Grandpa Jay.
Who's that guy? When I first saw this trailer, what the hell's that?
That guy's the actor in Stranger Things season 4. He's the dude that's really high, and I think it was like season 4 or whatever. He was only in it for just that season. Like he's a cool actor and stuff, but like why the hell is he in this movie? Who is he in this movie?
I think Ariana Grande is kind of taking the role of like
She is becoming the new Robert De Niro character. She's very similar in that aspect to him, I think, because she's this FBI like negotiator, whatever she said. I'm like, holy shit, like they're making like she's like the next coming of Robert De Niro's character in this.
But of course, basically, just replace that character type with a woman, typical Hollywood fashion. And then once again, Ben Stiller's character is just, he's being interrogated and he's the victim again. Even though he's definitely part of the problem.
He is definitely part of the problem.
And
he's always been part of the problem.
In the trailer, he's basically babying his son, which a lot of dads do that these days. Like they're not really a parent to their kid. They're like more of a friend, and they kind of treat him like a little girl. And if you treat your boys like that, they're gonna end up like retarded.
Yeah,
they end up like kind of defective.
Yeah. What?
Like, I mean, it's a joke. I know it's comedy, but there's some real life.
I think what annoys. But you know what? I think what annoys me though is that like in because listen, not for nothing, I don't think Little Fockers exists. I don't remember ever watching Little Fockers at all. All I remember is Meet the Parents and Meet the Fockers, right? And in Meet the Fockers specifically, he wanted to step out of like the realm of his parents because his parents were like crazy and were, like I said earlier, saying all these weird, crazy things that were funny.
Yeah, and he just wanted,
And now he's doing the exact thing his parents were doing in real life. Right? If you as a person go through maybe some tragic or traumatic type of thing, or like your parents were a certain type of way and you didn't like that, you would do everything in your power to be the opposite of that, right? In that movie, he didn't want to be there with his parents because he didn't want like everyone to know like where he came from and stuff like that. And so I would believe as a parent, he would try to do the opposite, but he's doing the exact same thing.
He's just doing it more cringy.
And so and to make it worse, it's super cringe.
It's weird. You just feel weird watching this trailer. Like you're just not hyped.
So to me as a movie, like after watching, like if you watch Meet the Fockers and then you look at this trailer, you'd be like, what are you doing? Like you completely negate like half of a movie because like just by showing me this trailer. Like half of Meet the Fockers makes no sense now because you tried so hard to like not be like be like your parents and be better or be like something else, and you're just being just like them, maybe even worse.
Yeah, and you're overdoing it with your son. Like I don't know who wrote this movie. They obviously didn't watch the other movies, but it's like you just don't feel it. But let's continue with the trailer. Let's see what else I can laugh.
I'm gonna ask Olivia to marry me.
What?
Hey, you sure she's the one?
Dad.
Like, once again, like, are you sure? Like,
when I first,
he says it's so weird.
When I first watched that, I thought he said that she asked him to marry him, and I wasn't, because I was still, I think, trying to understand what the hell was going on in this trailer, that I didn't really get that. But now that I rewatched it, now I see that's not the case, and I'm like, okay, because if it was the other way, I'd be like, bro, like what is happening here? It's become a travesty. Because
Ben Stiller is just playing the dad who's like, oh, maybe you should. Like he's being like way too over. I mean, I know it's a comedy, but there's some real life implications that are played out in this trailer because that's what modern Hollywood thinks of as these dudes. I mean, this is a movie that would be made today.
Yeah,
this makes sense. It's just cringe that it does get made, and it's cringe that actually gets produced. They should have just left it alone, or at least write something that's actually funny, like the first Meet the Parents. Like that would have been great. But Meet the Parents works because it actually has some real life, like contingency,
especially during that time too.
Yeah, there's real life themes that actually play in that movie that make it actually funny and relatable. This is not relatable. This is not funny, and it's just weird. This is something that someone would write in a room by themselves in their parents' basement. Something that someone would write when they're drunk. This is something that someone would write when they're like super high and doped up on Xanax or something. Like they would be writing this shit.
Yeah.
And they think it's funny and they think it's good, and then they release it, and then we're making fun of it. So let's continue with the trailer.
Don't worry about Henry. He's so innocent, and she's trained to manipulate people. I love the lengths that you go to for your mission.
I already got more. So basically, she's the bad guy. So I don't know who made this. Maybe somebody that this YouTube channel on the internet might have made this thing, because so this woman is just evil, but really in reality, women are only bad because weak men make them bad.
Yeah,
weak men in real life actually train women to be disrespectful, weird, angry, and all that, just because we pretty much just messed them up. that's a whole nother story for another day. But basically, I guess she's taking on kind of a masculine role here, which makes sense. Once again, another 2026 movie makes sense. Ariana Grande is kind of weird in real life, I think, in my opinion.
I don't know.
Who knows?
I don't know at this point. All that shit.
But it seems like it's just like the roles have been reversed, gender swapped again, like the situation. So let's continue with the trailer. Let's see what else we got here.
Mishpucha. That means family in Yiddish.
Wow,
I know.
I'm considering inviting Olivia into the circle of trust.
Look at the guns on this guy.
Well, thank you for noticing.
She can't just waltz in there. I worked my ass off to get in there.
Should be an interesting weekend.
Well, but they're actually there you go. So basically, they're kind of relating to something that some people say on the internet, which is like, oh, men have to work for what they want. Women are just given things, like the Mary Sue characters, like Ray Skywalker.
Literally just that.
Yeah, because because he's like, oh, Greg's like, oh, I had to work to get into Circle of Trust, which in reality, I guess, men really have to work for what they want. They need to build themselves up, and then women, they just come through and it's like, oh, she's cute, which actually in real life it is kind of based like that, because it's like, oh, my little girl, she can have whatever she wants, but you got to do push-ups right now. So there's some real life stuff at least in there. So I kind of get that, but once again, the way this trailer does is still kind of cringe. I just want to point that out, but
yeah, I think this whole thing is just a matter of like, because give it or take, like, listen, regardless of how we feel about Meet the Parents and Meet the Fockers, Greg as a character has always been like not a great character.
He definitely is part of the problem. Like in Meet the Parents, the problem with him is that he just constantly lies to the girl's father.
Yeah, like he's a liar.
He was smoking the pot in the first movie, and he was doing other stuff. I forgot. He sets the thing on fire. He's lying about stuff. He's sabotaging his sister-in-law's wedding or whatever it is.
I have nipples. Can you milk me?
Yeah, like Greg is definitely like kind of dumb. Like he makes a lot of mistakes. So, but I guess that's like part of the comedy is that he's not perfect either, and there's no real bad guy. That's kind of how it works.
Yeah, and then in the second one, it kind of it also kind of demasculates him. I mean, he was already not really super masculine in the first place, but like now they have dropped the masculinity of the main character of like this franchise to like zero. It's
now he's just like just weird and weak.
Yeah, it's weird because like Greg as a character wasn't like an uber masculine guy, and like I feel like it was purposely like that to show like just the average dude. Which I mean, back in when was that? When did Meet the Parents come out? Like 90s,
2000.
Right? Oh, 2000.
Yeah,
I thought it was 99.
No.
In 2000, right? So it's like a normal dude in 2000, I guess. And then I feel like as the movies went on, I feel like they had demasculated him slightly over time, because I think they just dropped it, just a massive just drop from. I don't even count Little Fockers. He probably was demasculated there too, but it was like boom, just gone, zero, done. I was like, and watching this trailer, I'm just like, what is happening? Like, why is this? This is I feel like this is like a Jake Skywalker situation happening.
Yeah, this is off. But let's continue with the trailer.
Let's finish it out.
We'll wrap this up.
Race to the end?
Let's do it.
Now this is a Meet the Parents, Meet the Fockers type of situation.
Yeah.
I thought this would be an opportunity to get to know me, to bond.
How do you bond with an emotional puppeteer? I won't be your little Pinocchio, Geppetto, evil Geppetto. I'm a real boy.
What the hell's the matter with you, Focker?
Oh my God. He's just like what is happening? Yeah, I'm not really like a fan of that trailer. Like, I mean, there's two types of movies in this world. There's the movie that you actually go and watch, and then there's the type of movie that you go on Wikipedia and you just look at the plot.
Yeah, this is that movie.
It's that movie.
This is 100% that movie.
But basically just gender swapping stuff again, 2026 stuff. Of course, I'm not shocked. I'm not going to see this movie. It's just kind of like makes you kind of think about where society is in this present moment and just like what's going on. It's just a movie that's just like, it really should not exist. And I think the average person that's going to watch this trailer is going to recognize that. Like, okay, I'm not really going to probably watch this.
Yeah.
But But before we end the video, we also just want to give a shout out to the sponsor of this video, which is us. So allgainstore.com, you can get stuff like this stainless steel bottle right here because we're trying to eliminate microplastics from our diet and everything, and it's a good way by using this bottle. Also, we have hats, shirts, hoodies, coffee, you name it, we got it. A bunch of cool stuff. Definitely check it out. allgainstore.com. Link in the description below. If you want to support the channel, that would be a great way to do it. Let us know what you guys think about the trailer in the comment section below. Let us know, and we're going to see you guys in the next video. And make sure you like the video.